What's up, everybody? This is Colton Stewart, and I'm here.
We're basically shooting the same video from different perspectives.
You got my camera here.
And my camera here.
There we go. So we're just gonna be, I don't even know, we're just gonna let this.
We're gonna talk about photos and show you some photo work that we've done since we've been here, and we're gonna throw in some B-roll because everybody loves that tasty B-roll. And see where we end up after this, because he's still trying to talk me into bowling.
I don't know which camera to look at.
I go back and forth. You can tell we've not done this.
We might go bowling. We might go bowling. It's so weird. All right.
So if you are subscribed to both of our channels, watch mine, not his.
No, because he's at like 500 subs almost, and I've got like 28 now.
I went back down to 438. Okay.
Hey, so subscribe to me. I've only got 28.
Subscribe to him. You should, because his stuff's good, and his wife's hilarious, and they're about to have a baby, and it's cool.
And we're gonna start a channel called The Stew Crew, which is gonna be coming soon. I don't know if I like this two-camera thing.
I don't know. It's weird, ain't it?
Let's not do that.
But it'll be funny in the video. People will crack up at this crap. Okay, so we're going to talk about photos, and we are similar and very different at the same time. It's kind of weird. What camera do you shoot with, Mr. Stewart?
I currently shoot with the Fujifilm X-T100 with a 15 to 45 millimeter lens.
So what inspired you to go with Fuji?
This guy right here, this guy.
And I'm shooting with the Fuji XH1 with the 18 to 55 2.8-4 lens, and it's a beast.
Oh yeah, mine's a 3.5 to 5.6. So
neither one are the top tier Fuji lenses. The top one's the 16 to 55 2.8, but we're poor. We can't afford those.
Yeah, mine's the kit lens. I just got this thing like a month ago.
See, mine's technically the kit lens.
Yeah, exactly. So,
but see, if you want to bias lenses, you can mail them to. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, hey, I want to be opposed to that. We like Fuji. We love you, Fuji.
Yeah, sponsor us, Fuji.
You're awesome. Your stuff looks great, and it does great video. So this guy inspired me to get this camera because I was shooting on photos. Let's bring out the dinosaur. Dun, dun, dun. This guy right here. This is the Canon Rebel XS, which was made in 2008. 2008.
I had just graduated high school, and he had not even graduated high school yet.
I was a junior in high school when this thing came out. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, it takes pretty decent pictures for what it is, but no video at all unless you hook it up to a computer, like through a cable or something.
So he had been using his cell phone on his channel before.
And then this stupid lens right here. And then this lens as well. And then my wife so graciously got me the Nifty 50.
And if you're on Fuji, the 35mm f2 is the equivalent, and it is an amazing lens if you can get your hands on it, of a 50mm on a full frame body. Yeah. This is a crop sensor body, so it's more like an 85, so you'd need the 56 1.2 or the 50 f2. The 50 f1.2 is a lot cheaper, and it's weather sealed. Just throwing that out there for Fuji fans. Yeah,
so just getting started taking pictures. I'm grateful that this thing was given to me, and it was great to start with. I still use it right now because, you know, obviously with this lens I'm shooting on currently, I can't quite get some of the things I can get, you know, with this. But obviously high quality with the Fuji, or megapixels, those kind of things. But this thing still does a pretty great job. I just shot a wedding, my first wedding with it. It was a short little wedding, but it did pretty good for what it was. I mean, without a flash or anything. So it was awesome. But yeah.
So, do you mainly shoot manual, automatic, shutter priority, aperture priority? What's your style?
Well, if I'm shooting pictures, I'm doing manual all day long. I'm not. This guy right here inspired me to do that because, yeah, it just makes more sense. I mean, you can make it the way you want it. I mean, if you're in some cases, and I guess there's for sports and stuff like that, if you want to do something quick, I guess you can put it on different modes.
Shutter priority if you're trying to capture action, or aperture priority if you just really want that blurry background, depending on your setup. I shoot manual as well. It gives you that creative freedom, and you know, my channel used to be called That Creative Life, and so I'm all about that creativity. So manual's the way to go. Now, when you're shooting videos, you kind of do what I do, and it's more a shutter priority right now since we're not using super fast primes, right?
Yeah. Well, when I first got this camera, which was like I said a month ago, I was trying to mess with everything, and I was shooting on manual and trying to get my video and stuff outside, and I'd walk outside and obviously blow up, you know, like you couldn't see anything and then I had to change the f-stop to like f22 to even get it close. So obviously the background stuff would be as blurry, that kind of thing, whatever. So this guy, he's like, hey, the other day, why don't you just put it on shutter priority and set your shutter speed to what you want, and then it does this stuff for you. It's like, holy crap, because I was having to do it manually. Like, while I'm taking a video, you can see it in like 2 videos ago, you can still see me trying to do that. But the shutter priority thing has saved my butt. It's awesome. Since I don't have an ND filter or anything like that, it's helped me out a lot.
And
Sure.
if you're not going for a super blurry background and you are just outside vlogging, walking around, it makes more sense for video to have it on shutter priority. I mean, if I'm sitting in the studio and I have my setup, yeah, it's gonna be fully manual and I'm gonna have it set usually way underexposed because that's how I like to shoot. But if I'm just walking around like hanging out with this dude today, yeah, I'm just gonna throw it into shutter priority and go. Did you hear that?
Yeah. So by sauce, I guess. We're sitting by this beautiful river.
We're so famous that people recognize us even from like 300 yards away on the road. So
yeah, my 28 subscribers. That was one of them right there. Yeah, this thing has changed my life. But then, of course, when you go to shoot pictures, you flip it back over to manual mode, and then you can do what you need to with that. It's been great. The zoom on this lens, if you got the XT100, it does like a digital camera. I mean, you have to like hold it down.
Time out. It's not that it's the XT100. The XT100 is an interchangeable lens camera.
Oh, that's true.
It's the lens.
Kit lens.
If you have any of the XC line of lenses, which are Fuji's entry-level lenses, they typically have that motorized zoom, which is garbage. Whereas on the 18-55, the one I'm using, I keep looking at your lens. I need to look at mine. Like my viewers are gonna be like,
I'm gonna
what's
start
going
looking
on?
right here in the middle.
I like it. So with my lens, it has the zoom where it actually spins, but it stops one way or the other, which I love. I've had lenses where you zoom in, it'll go all the way out, but then it'll still turn, and then you're like, where am I? So especially if you're starting to mess with manual focus at all, which I was called out by some of my photography friends for not shooting manual focus. Yeah, having the actual physical ability to feel it is wonderful. I love the 18-55.
Yeah, see, watch. I'm about to zoom in on my camera. Oh, and I have to hold it. I have to hold it down, and it makes that zzz noise. So if you got the audio going,
whereas mine, whoop, whoop,
yeah,
nice and smooth.
It's a lot easier.
Did you see the dude behind us?
Yeah, did you see that?
He's got a cute puppy though, so. We need to fix your tally light. Do you see how mine lets me know when I'm recording?
Oh, I don't know what that is.
It's a tally light. Okay, so for those who don't know, this is kind of cool.
See, I got a flip out screen. Ha, he does it. But I can see if I'm recording because that shows me.
So a tally light, for someone who does not have a flip out screen, is a little light on the front of your camera that lets you know when you're recording. It stays lit while you're recording. It will stop if it stops recording, which is how in some past videos I've realized, oh, it's not recording anymore. I got to fix this. So those tally lights come in handy if you don't have a flip out screen, because Fuji decided his camera deserved one, but mine did not. Even though yours is a little bit older than mine, right?
Well, this came out.
It did not come out Tuesday.
2 years ago. I don't know.
Mine came out in 2008 in February. So it's still a fairly new camera, even though the XT3 replaced it.
2008?
2018, sorry.
I was about to say this dinosaur right here.
2018.
2008. What are you talking
February
about?
2018. And then Fuji came out with the XT3 and the XT30. And then the GFX 100, that monster.
I don't know.
Evan Ramp's one of our favorites. Matty McCoy is one of our favorites.
Yeah.
Obviously, Peter McKinnon's one of our favorites. I mean,
yeah,
just casually throwing that out there. Ooh.
I know some far out.
We're being swarmed, guys. It's a problem. So I have decided to take over this channel to show him how to do it, right? No, he's driving, so I figured I'd pick up the camera. We're going bowling.
Holy crap, look at the storm.
Yeah, that looks nasty.
Oh, God. Ah.
So we may not make it. We'll see.
I don't know. It's looking pretty nasty.
Luckily, bowling's inside, so.
We have reached the end of this video. So I'm gonna close it out by saying it was awesome. Thank you to this guy for showing me this place, because I haven't been here since I was a little kid. We used to have like music festivals and stuff down here, but yeah, it's been probably 15 years since I've been down here. So it's awesome to see when the water's not kind of going. We just talked about some cool stuff, so check out his video. What's your channel?
James Mathis Jr. JR, not spelled out Jr.
That's right. So check him out. His stuff will be linked somewhere in this video. Get out there and go take some pictures, take some videos, enjoy time with your family, do all those things, because this is kind of a last second. This whole trip has been last minute for me, and it just goes to show that awesome things can come out of just doing it instead of just sitting around and saying, I don't want to do that. Because literally 4:30 yesterday, I was sitting in Greenville, South Carolina saying, I'm going to go to my hometown today. 30 minutes later, I was in the road. And then today we're like, hey, we're pretty close to each other. We each had to drive about an hour and 15 minutes, but we met up and it's been awesome. So we just hope you guys enjoyed the footage that you saw. Things are going to keep coming because we have 24 more days.
Way too many more freaking days because of you.
24 more days or so to vlog and video in the month of July. So if you haven't hopped on this train yet of videoing every day in July, do it. Start now, because it's making us create more and it's making us think more and stay busy. So we just appreciate you guys watching and joining us on this trip. So hope to see you guys soon. Don't forget to find your inspiration, whatever that is. Bye.